The Christmas shopping is not yet over. New Year is 6 days away and consumers continue their buying spree for food and gifts for the holidays. Are they getting the right price? What is the quality of the merchandise they are buying? What is the most common complaint raised by consumers? And are they entitled to returning the merchandise if they are not satisfied with what they bought? And tonight we have with DTI Undersecretary Zenaida Maglaya. She is in charge of consumer protection. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Robert. Good evening to all. Yes.
Ma'am, how would you sum up shopping for the Christmas holidays?
Well, it was brisk, and retailers are happy that they were able to make the targets, and it seems that everybody was really on a buying spree, and it's good. It's good news for the economy. It's good news, and it's really a very good move and a break for our retailers. Yeah.
Ma'am, with regards to food items, what was in heavy demand? Meat products, did prices go up?
Well, definitely we were monitoring Noche Buena products. Of course, our ham was the one that we noted had really, we've seen some slight increases though in the price, but it's good that the commitments of manufacturers were met, that they did not go beyond the suggested retail price. Yes.
Was there any shortage with regards to fish and other sea products?
Well, not at all. Not get any report or any complaint that there was a shortage. As expected, we had more than enough supply of fresh produce as well as processed goods.
And we know during the Christmas holidays, fruits and vegetables are in high demand. Are they more expensive now?
Well, we're approaching New Year, and we all know that the demand for fruits would really spike towards the end of the year as we welcome 2013. So we will be expecting some increases in the price of fruits in the coming days.
With regards to canned goods and basic commodities, you have suggested retail prices. Were there any violations with this?
So far, we did not receive any reports. Our monitoring reports also show that products being sold, basic goods as well as Noche Buena products, are well within the suggested retail prices that we posted about 2-3 weeks ago. And we're glad because this was a commitment of the manufacturers and the retailers that they will not increase the prices beyond SRP up to the end of the year.
Ma'am, when Pablo hit recently, is there a shortage of basic commodities, and was price control in effect?
In areas that were declared under state of calamity, we do have a price freeze right now. That is what is being implemented by the DTI. What we're watching closely, Robert, is the supply of goods, the inventory levels, because there still are areas that are difficult to reach at this time. So yes.
Have there been any complaints, and what are the penalties with regards to this?
Well, as to complaints, right now, some of the areas that were not really hit that bad are going back to normalcy. But those that are still hard hit, we're still on the relief mode as of now. We haven't really encountered any shortages so far of basic goods, especially for those who are ready to buy products for their own consumption. Yeah.
Ma'am, what about shopping for gift items in Divisoria, Baclaran, or major shopping? Are prices still affordable, especially for the poor?
We have a lot of choices, a lot of options available. All we have to do is shop or look around and choose what to buy given the budgets that we have. But I guess what's important, Robert, is we are able to really look at what is really the best buys. Make sure that we're not tricked when it comes to the quality of the product that we're buying. And whenever we do find or we are given gifts that are defective or maybe have hidden defects that we sometimes find out only after certain days of use, particularly for appliances or electronic products, we have a policy of return and exchange. This is a right of the consumer to return a product that for repair, or if it cannot be repaired, it can be replaced or refunded.
Now, what are the most common complaints you receive from our consumers, and how fast do you act on these concerns?
The usual complaints we have would be on warranties. This would be for appliances, cell phones. Sometimes these are the items that we receive complaints on. Mediation is given 7 days, meaning to say this is when the complainant and the respondent are supposed to settle complaints. We are giving them 7 days to comply. Otherwise, it will be elevated and become a case. And we're giving our DTI officers 20 days to resolve cases.
What kind of penalties are given to retailers who don't comply with this?
Depending on the violation, because there could be violations from a mere price tag or a surcharge that is given to anyone using a credit card, or can also be overpricing. So it really depends. It's from 5,000 to a maximum of 300,000 in penalty.
Ma'am, you have also blacklisted a number of balikbayan forwarders. Why and how are you dealing with those who fail to deliver the balikbayan boxes sent by OFWs to their families to the Philippines?
Okay, we have a law that requires freight forwarders be accredited by the Department of Trade and Industry, particularly the Philippine Shippers Bureau. We have encountered complainants for non-delivery of balikbayan boxes, pilferage of balikbayan boxes, and we also, of course, encounter freight forwarders that are not accredited by the DTI. So there are sanctions. There would be a fine and penalties that they have to settle with the department. So slowly, well, we're getting there. They're learning more about this law, and consumers also are learning more that there's an agency in government that they can go to when they have problems like this. But we're still having problems, Robert, and we want to make sure that more and more of our OFW relatives and overseas Filipino workers abroad would be aware of this, so they would be able to choose exactly the freight forwarders that they contract for their balik.
Okay, and finally, ma'am, do you expect prices of Noche Buena items to increase again before the new year, or are there price ceilings being set?
There are no price ceilings. The only areas that would still be under price control would be the areas that are currently declared under state of calamity because of Typhoon Pablo. We do not foresee any spikes in the price of basic goods or even medianoche products, maybe except for fruits because of the high demand of fruits for the New Year.
Okay, on that note, thank you very much for joining us tonight. That was DTI Undersecretary Zenaida Maglaya. Happy New Year, ma'am.
Happy New Year.